Today we are going to learn about the Memor catch techniques in direct mapping. When you look at the question on the board, we've prepared some slide on it. So we are going to run through the answers to see how both question 1 and question 2 works. So let's glance through. So with the memory catch techniques, memory catch technique is a technique used in computer system to improve data access speed by storing copies of frequently used data in faster, smaller memory that is closer to the CPU than main memory, which is the RAM. So what is trying to explain that, let's look at, for instance, you have a bag of money and the money is in the bag, but you are traveling to let's say you are supposed to board a trosky to a nearby place. Will you keep the money in the bag so that when you are asked for the fare, you go in all the way to the bag and remove the money, or you will take the fare out of the bag and put it closer to you, which is your pocket, so that in case of the fare you get access to it easily? This simple is trying to tell you that with the memory catch techniques, instead of going direct to the memory, which will take a longer period of time to access the data, there is a smaller memory which copies all the file on it, so that in any case you want to reach the file, the computer will not go all the way to the main memory, which is the RAM, to pick the data, but rather, because of the speed and the smaller memory, so it will rather access the smaller memory that has copy of the original files to enable you to access the data faster. Let's look at the purpose, the reason why the memory catch techniques is used. So some of the purpose is to reduce average time to access data from the main memory. Like what I'm saying, with the memory catch techniques, instead of going all the way to the main memory, it will reduce time because the smaller memory has copy of the main file in the memory. Then it bridge the speed gap between the fast CPU and the slower main memory. So with the CPU, when you look at it, in terms of in terms of faster way to get the information to, the memory catch techniques also helps. Let's look at the key catch techniques. So with the catch hierarchy level of catch, when you look at the L1 catch, the smallest and fastest, usually split into instructions and data catch located on the CPU chip. And when you look at the L2 catch, larger than L1, slightly slower, may be shared between cores. And L3 catch, largest and slowest among the catch level and shared among all the cores. Let's go to the catch mapping. With the catch mapping techniques, how data from main memory is placed in the catch. We have direct mapping, fully associative mapping, and set associative mapping. So with catch line block, data is transferred between main memory and catch in fixed size block at 64-bit, example 64-bit. Then help exploit spectral locality and locality of reference. Temporal locality, recent access data is likely to be accessed again. So like what we are saying in the catch techniques, because you may need the memory again, that's why it duplicate the copy on the smaller memory, so that when you need it, you not go all the way to the main memory. Then write policies. So writing through data is written to both cache and main memory simultaneously. So you can read the next one, read the 6 yourself. So we are all seeing the cache techniques, how it operates, and a direct mapping too. As you can see on the board, you can go through all to get a fair idea of it. So cache line number is equal to main memory block address mode number of lines in the cache. So you can see the structure of address. Tag identifies which block from main memory is stored and line index. And the pros and cons, simple in inexpensive to implement, and the cons, conflict misses. So you can go through and you understand it better. Let's go through to the summary table, which will explain more better. So we are looking at the summary table, the flexibility. When you come to the summary, you can see as it is. Thank you very much. You can just take your time and go through all so that you get a fair understanding of all. Thank you very much.